Hey, hello my friends, it's Matt and today we are going to talk about the scene and game window. As you can see here on the top we've got the scene, and this is the whole our scene where we can build our level or our entire game. It depends how complex our game is. So here we will put all the objects and some obstacles, some environment, and whenever we press play button like in here, then we will be moved to the game window automatically where we can try and play our game. And there is one important thing to remember. If we are in the play mode like we are now, we can adjust some settings. We can do plenty of things now. We can press on our player, just change whatever we want to change, but keep that in mind that those changes won't be saved. So for example, I can move my player to the right, but now when I leave, you can see that it went back to its previous position. It will all reset to the state before we enter the play mode. Now we can just move between those two windows just to see how it looks like without the play mode. And there is one really important thing in the game window. Here where we have free aspect, this is our camera aspect, which is size or resolution, whatever you want to call it. And free aspect is not something that we are going to use really. Most of the time when we will be building for like Windows or any other operating systems, we will be using full HD. So it's a good idea to choose this resolution straight away, because now when we press it, you can see that our game and scene camera aspect is changing. So that's why if we will build our level now, put some ground and sky and enemies, it will look a little bit different. So it's a good thing to do it just now. So later on when we build our scene, our game, everything looks correctly. Of course, later on when we will be building our games for mobiles, it will change. We'll choose some other camera aspects, but we don't have to worry about that just yet. For now, when we are building for Windows and other operating system computers, we will stick to the full HD. And this is what I would like you to do now. And there is one more really important thing I want to show you just now. You can see that in the scene view, we've got some icons of the camera, for example. If we add some more components later on, there will be other icons visible. And sometimes it might be something we don't really like, because if we put something in the middle, it just doesn't look right. It is on our way and we don't like it. So whenever you want to disable some icons, some gizmos, you can go to this icon in the top right corner and just click the arrow down. Here you have a list of all icons and gizmos that you can turn on or turn off. And for example, we've got this camera icon in the center, and I would like to switch it off. So here you can see that we've got icons column and gizmos column. So let's go down, and here we've got the camera. If I click on the icon, it disappears. And what about the gizmo? If I click gizmo, then I don't see my border for the camera. But actually this is something I like to have, so I will put it back. But as you can see, here you can turn on and turn off all the icons and gizmos whenever they are on your way. I usually switch off the camera icon and some others as well, but probably will do that later. I want to tell you about the scenes a little bit more. So whatever we can see here in the scene window, it is saved in the file. If we go to the project window, we've got scenes folder. We can open it and you can see that we've got sample scene file in here. So this is the file of our scene. Here we've got our sample scene and this is the same. So if we decide to change the name of this scene, because sample scene is just generic name. So if we just click in here and let's say that this is our level 1, then you can see that the name of the scene has changed here as well. We can create more scenes. For example, if we have many levels, or we want to create some main menu or game over menu or whatever else, then we can just right click and choose create and then go to the scene. we can type like many, for example, and then we will have two separate scenes. We can switch between them. If I double click on the menu, you can see that our player has gone and we are now in the menu scene. We can go back to the level 1 and everything we had before is back again. Of course, later on we will switch between the scenes inside the code, but now I just wanted to show you that we can create more of them, and actually everything what you can see in here is saved within this scene file.